we continue to sail southwards to Aswan. For Egyptians, the Nile is the source of all that is good. And this is why there are plenty of temples built along its banks. The Temple of Kom Ombo was one of them, a popular stop for travelers to give offerings to the gods for a safe passage. Built over an area that used to be infested by crocodiles, what is unique about this temple is that it is dedicated to two gods, the falcon god Horus to the left and the crocodile god Sobek to the right. Each half of the building was constructed as a mirror image of the other, showing an incredible use of symmetry. Horus, the savior god, and Sobek, the god of wrath and chaos, were in fact enemy gods. But in Kom Ombo, they are depicted side by side. Another thing that sets this temple apart are some striking carvings that are unusually modern. Images of medical instruments, from surgical implements, birthing tools, and even dental apparatus. Apparently, Kom Ombo is a place where people sought treatment for their infirmities. In one waiting area, you can still see graffiti left on the stone by some bored patients trying to amuse themselves. Ever wondered where the RX symbol in modern prescriptions originated?
Later on, in Latin, this I, with the use of the gut porous, became the RX. Do that now. When you ask the doctor what this, he would think it's a Latin symbol. No, I'm sorry. It's an ancient Egyptian symbol, taken from the symbol up here, literally meaning, I'm giving you the medication with the great blessing of gut porous.
It was very fascinating for everyone to see some of history's earliest recorded medical remedies and tools, proving that ancient Egypt is truly ahead of its time. We continued to sail downstream, passing by a beautiful temple along the banks. This is the Temple of Philae.
The Temple of Philae is considered sacred by the ancient Egyptians because they believe that this is one of the burial places of the god of the underworld, Osiris.
Osiris, the mighty king who passed judgment upon the dead, is husband to Isis, the Egyptian goddess of life and magic, who is also venerated here. Their son Horus is the falcon god worshipped in many other temples across Egypt. Scattered around the temple walls are carvings of Coptic crosses left by early Christians.
So you had beautiful images for the crosses. This temple witnessed big part of it. When the Christians, they took over the temple here, they changed this area to become a church.
Incredibly well preserved, the Temple of Philae is one of the most beautiful temples you will see in all of Egypt. However, the whole complex does not stand on its original site. Due to the flooding caused by the construction of the Aswan Dam, the structures had to be dismantled block by block and transferred to where it is now. Sailing on, we finally reach the Aswan High Dam. The ancient Egyptians attributed the life-giving Nile's annual flooding to the god Hapi and his pleasure or displeasure of their offerings. Today, the construction of the Aswan High Dam ensures control of the Nile's flooding, preventing famine and drought. The dam caters to the needs of modern Egypt: flood control, water storage, and hydroelectricity. Hence, in the midst of these ancient structures, Egypt does not fall behind in making sure that its present catches up to the future. Up next, We go on the last leg of our journey, reaching the land of the Nubians and learning about their unique way of life while being dwarfed by the majestic temples of Abu Simbel.